What do you think about this, the whole thing with the debt ceiling? We're heading on 30 trillion in debt. We have so many off balance sheet liabilities as well. We're seeing even Social Security coming out saying they depleted all their reserves, if they had any reserves to begin with. That's another story. But, there's a lot of argument around the debt ceiling. And what's kind of your take on that?
They're sitting there arguing about whether to go deeper into debt, which I find lunacy. Are these people crazy? They're saying, should we go deeper and deeper into debt? We're already the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. We're running out of money, so let's borrow some more money. Usually the solution to being too much in debt is not more debt, but that's what they're doing. I mean, what do I think of it? I sit here and I say, this is going to end in disaster. It has to. I mean, we have nobody there who says, wait a minute. We're going to have very, very serious problems. It's bad being a young person in America. But nobody's saying any of that except maybe me. But they don't care what I say. I only have one vote. They get votes from a lot of people who are getting money from them.
So gold is like a contrarian investment now. I've been kind of speaking on that. Many people have joined the trends of Bitcoin and stocks. I mean, real estate at all-time highs. Gold is still, struggling to outperform and to perform well. I mean, it's been pretty stable. I mean, it's still up from the lows of last year. But I believe it's like the contrarian investment now. And so I've been continuously buying it.
Well, I own some gold. I own some silver here. There's a little silver right here, just in case. Just in case something happens while we're talking. I own both. Throughout history, when things really get bad, when people lose confidence in money or in governments, they turn to gold and silver. Well, I'm an old peasant, and all of us old peasants know we better have some gold under the bed. If things go wrong, we better have some silver in the closet if things go wrong. So I have some, not buying more now, but I will be buying more if it goes down some more.
A lot of issues we're having around cybersecurity, and even head of the World Economic Forum and IMF, he came out and said that a cyber pandemic would make COVID look like a mere inconvenience. And I believe that, with a lot of things being online, I mean, stocks went from being paper to online. I mean, money's online, like dollars, you have to log into your bank account, Bitcoin's online. And we're seeing a lot of these issues with hackers and people beginning to steal wealth from a lot of people. I mean, even one platform and crypto platform lost 600 million. And so I believe that gold and silver is key as a key factor in that, and how we have to have analog wealth. It just continuously reminded me of that.
As I said, throughout history, all of us peasants know we don't know about Bitcoin. We don't know about the internet. We know that if the internet goes down, our silver will work. We know that our Bitcoin will not work if the internet goes down. Recently in one country, the government closed the internet for a while. Well, if you had all your money tied up on some kind of cryptocurrency, you were really in a bind. You went down to the grocery store and said, well, my internet is down right now. I have a lot of money on the internet. The shopkeeper said, I'm sorry, I cannot take your money on the internet if it's closed down. I gotta pay my bills too. Well, in Texas last January, the whole internet closed for 4 or 5 days. You could be sitting there starving to death or freezing to death. And you said, well, my money's on the internet. The internet's closed. It's not going to do you much good. So I like to have my silver under the bed.
So you predicted you've been talking about this for a while, and how governments will crack down on cryptocurrencies. We recently saw China crack down on the miners in June, and then they banned it outright and made it illegal to even do any type of trading in cryptocurrencies. And then now we have a lot of government attention in the U.S. on cryptocurrencies. We had some bill try to slip through the infrastructure bill to regulate some of these altcoins of what they say, and the SEC is really getting onto these stable coins. They're about to sue Coinbase, and it's really heating up. And so you were predicting that. What do you foresee continuously happening, and how does this play out with these cryptocurrencies and the competition with the government?
I will say again that if they become successful as money, and that's what the bulls say, bulls say they will be money and they will replace our money someday. My view of that is that's not the way governments work. If you are competing with the government's going to say, wait a minute. No, governments like monopoly, governments like control. And if it ever becomes a threat to money, the governments will do something. They always have. I don't, all money is going to be on the computer someday. It already is in China. You can't buy an ice cream in China with money. You can't take a taxi with money in China. You gotta have this. They're way ahead of us, but we're working on it too. And it will be, all money will be on the computer eventually. But I don't think when the U.S. has its money here and the U.S. says, okay, this is money now, the government's going to say, okay, but if you want to use that money over there, you use that money over there. It's not the way governments think. So you either use our money, you go to jail, or you can't use it. You got to use our money. Now, if that happens, I'm sure I and most other people use the government money. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to have aggravation. I don't want to have problems. Governments have done this throughout history, and that's the way governments think, especially our government. So, no, I suspect that is going to continue to happen. And all the crypto guys say, wait a minute, Jim, we're smarter than the government. They are. Everybody's smarter than the government, except me, but everybody's smarter than the government.
Yeah,
the government's got the gun. The government has the guns. The government knocks on your door with their guns and their tanks. You're going to do what they say. Our view is if they're just trading vehicles, who cares? Let people trade them for the rest of their lives. But if they become competition as money, which is what the bulls say, that's why they say we're buying this stuff, because someday it's going to be the money. As long as they're just trading vehicles, and I know a lot of people who trade them and make money, but who cares? But if they become competition for the government cares.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information. And it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
What to do in such a situation? Inform yourself and keep your financial education strong. We from the Compact Group offer our loyal subscribers a free educational portal with first-hand monetary, financial, and economic knowledge. Enter our invite-only Insider Club by clicking the link below. You will get access to first-class information far earlier than the rest. We have prepared a special deal for all our members where you can access a giant pool of Robert Kiyosaki's financial wisdom for just $1. To find out more, simply click the link below and join our Insider Club absolutely free. But there is more you can and should do. Build up several streams of income. More and more people realize that they have to take their future in their own hands, but they don't know how and where to start. We from Compact offer our Insider Club members unique opportunities. Strengthen your financial muscle and get the edge. Click the link below. Become part of our free Insider Club. No financial obligations. But there's one important thing you have to know. You have to become active. So do it now. Become active and see you on the other side.